Hello y'all on YouTube, this is Rob with Rob's Nerdy Knives. Today we've got a cool unboxing part 2, something coming in from Penchetta Pen and Knife. They sent me a few things to check out. In the first one we looked at a Rota Machine-Wise pen, the new one they just dropped. And we looked at a custom ProTech with a mic area custom hollow grind. All right, so now we're going to be looking at something pretty cool from William Henry. All right, so now we're looking at a William Henry knife. If you're familiar with William Henry knives can be very fancy and very collectors, sort of safe queen sort of things. They can be actually some pretty useful knife as well. So you have a plethora of types of knives from William Henry. And if you've never checked one out, I've seen them in stores, I've handled them, but I've never had a chance to actually hold one and review it. So this will be really a first for the channel, is to check out a William Henry. Now, this is a custom knife, just so you know up front. I'm not a destruction test user. I'm not going to do any sort of testing with this knife. This is not my knife. This is a loaned knife, so I'm going to be absolutely careful with this. I'm just going to get to experience it, and then I'm going to ship it back to them, right? So I know you're going, open the stupid box. All right, so notice this is fancy packaging. So we have a wooden box for the knife, okay? So that's the first thing you're going to notice right here, a wooden box with foam on there to protect the outside. So obviously this is going to be a fancy knife. Now look at this, even got a little button, and watch this. It's a button to release it. So this is fancy. This is what I would expect to see, like, what is it? The German, oh my gosh, I had a sting by Polish custom knives, not Shergorf, but the other one, Herman's. So Herman's do something like this. All right, here we go. So press the button, release it. Are you ready? Oh, wow. Okay, this is a $1,500 knife, 39 of 100. Okay. Oh my gosh. It looks like there's jewels on here too. Holy cow. We're going to move this over here. Okay, so it looks like abalone inlay. This looks like Damascus. Oh my gosh, it is. Wow. Wow. We've got an interesting little lanyard bead, and this, I bet this is silver. This looks like sterling silver. Yeah. Okay. Look at that pivot collar. We've got a little jewel there and a jewel there. I don't know if that's an amethyst or what that is, but it's an interesting color. Single thumb stud. Now this is a button right there. So this makes me think this might be a button lock. So let's see, does it say on here? It doesn't, but we shall open this. Okay, let's see if it's a button lock. Okay, it does, it appears to be a button lock, but it looks like it's manual. Yes, manual flipper, and then it closes with a button lock. Yes, it is. So I'm being very careful, okay? I don't want, it's not my knife. I don't want to do anything crazy with it. But it does close. It looks like maybe, is this Chad Nichols Damascus? Okay. I can't quite read that. It's so small. Hold on, I gotta get my little reader out here. Give me just a second. I'm gonna go off camera just so I can read it. Hold on. I can't quite read it. Oh my. Stainless Damascus? I can't quite see what that is. All right. I think, hold on a second. Sometimes this has little handles because there's something underneath. Let's see. Okay, there is. Oh, thank goodness. So we have a leather slip. Very nice leather slip, by the way. That's really, oh yeah, that's, oh my gosh, that smells really nice. That's like leather next level nice. Wow, okay. Wow. All right, so certificate of authenticity. All right, here we go. Blue Ocean, B300 Blue Ocean. September 18, 2023. Gentic Ocean Blue features intricate in hand-forged, heat-treated rolling rock Damascus by Chad Nichols. So that is a Chad Nichols Damascus, and it's the rolling rock. Okay, very cool. The one-hand button lock and thumb studs are set with London blue topaz gemstones. So they are topaz. Okay, blue topaz gemstones. Wow. Wow. And then you hear limited warranty and all sorts of stuff there. Well, if you wanted to see this here, let me zoom in so you can take a look at that. Okay, so that's very fancy. And then you have this beautiful, beautiful leather sleeve, USA. And let me tell you, if you had smell-o-vision, oh, that leather is, it's divine. It's really, really beautiful, plush, really nicely made leather. Wow. So you could carry it in there. Now this doesn't have a handle, so it's meant to be probably carried like that. So it's a little fancier. And of course, this is their, oh, this is leather too, by the way. Oh my gosh. That's just fancy. So we'll put that back in there. Man, this case though, look at this case. The hinges back there and everything. That's next level. Okay. All right. So beautiful. Look at this. Look at this Damascus. This is not. Hold on. I'm gonna look at my flashlight here. Yeah, that's Damascus. I don't think it's Zircuti. Now I got to go back and look at the thing again because I should have left it out. Sorry, guys. So, hand-forged, heat-blued rolling rock Damascus by Chad Nichols, inlaid with mother of pearl. Okay, so hand-forged, heat-blued rolling rock Damascus by Chad Nichols. So the frame is rolling rock Damascus. So this is Damascus? Not Damascus? It's not titanium? Okay, we're not gonna let this touch, but let me do this so I don't do anything. Okay. Okay, it is. How do you do that though? So this is Damascus steel to handle, and it's called hand-forged, heat-blued rolling rock Damascus. How do you get that heat? It is Damascus, but it's heat-blued. How in the world do you do that? That's some next level crazy stuff. Wow. I didn't know that was possible. These look like T4s or something, but beautiful. And this is, what they call this right here? Mother of pearl. Yeah. Big, beautiful piece of mother of pearl. Now, the reason why I say I knew it was Damascus is because, just so you know, when I looked on the inside, you can see the layers of this handle that's not polished like it is on the outside, but there's definitely layers. So it's not like it's lasered or something on there. It's part of the steel itself. So that's really, really fancy. Wow. Wow. And then this is Chad Nichols boomerang, right? Boomerang, is that what he called it? Yeah, the boomerang. I've seen this before. Beautiful pattern. Now, Chad Nichols is a little different than Damasteel. Damasteel, you tend to polish the outside. Chad, you polish the inside, and then the other side where it's darker, it's more darker than light, whereas Damasteel tends to be more polished than not. So it's kind of like the opposite. You know, you can get different versions of this if you would like. But this is gorgeous right here. And then the London blue, these are blue topaz. So I don't know if you see that. That's blue topaz there. And the milling on there almost makes it look like diamonds around it, but it's just really crazy, crazy intricate milling. Let's see if we can see that. Can you see that? And let me show you this blue topaz, this blue Damascus. This is a steel. I put a magnet on there and it actually attaches to this. This is steel. This is steel. It's not titanium. I don't know how that's possible. But it's not titanium. So you guys go, no, that's titanium. No, it's not. Because you don't do this to titanium. A magnet doesn't stick to titanium. It does not. I'm not going to put it directly on there, but it doesn't stick to it. And there's no steel liner in there. It's all the way through. You've got 3 standoffs. You have a back spacer here at the end. Yeah, it brings this together. I don't know how. Oh, 2 screws. Okay. And then you've got this leather strap that looks like it's stained. It's silver, right? So, and then that sticks into your leather slip. I'm not going to put it in there, but that would fit in here. And it's, oh, it's very soft on the inside. Yeah, it's really soft. Again, man, that leather smells so good. Oh, it smells like a custom leather shop. That's what it's probably just what it is, but just really stunning. So Chad Nichols Damascus, the boomerang here, and then this is, they call the Chad Nichols hand-forged, heat-blued Rolling Rock Damascus. This is Rolling Rock Damascus, and you can see that. Look at that. Do you see that? Look at this over here. All the way around. I'm going to go up to the back side here. Come on. I want to get the light on there. Look at that. You see that? That is stunning. Absolutely stunning. Wow. Okay. This would be probably safe queen level for anybody. Safe queen level for anybody. There's no point in even measuring. I'm going to measure how long it is, but we'll measure it next to it. So we're not going to touch it. We're just under 7 inches. Handle length, 3 and maybe 5/8. Blade length, we're probably 3 1/4. Cutting length, we're probably right at 3 inches, okay? So there you go. It does appear to be a relatively thin edge, at least as far as going out. So here's my large hands with big meaty fingers. I can hold that pretty well. It does have a button, and it does close. And then you can flip it open. Wow. So, yeah, it does open. It's just really stunning. All right, guys, that is something else. That is the fanciest knife I have yet to handle. I don't think I've ever seen this. I thought you could only do this with titanium. I didn't know you could do this with Damascus. What voodoo magic is Chad Nichols doing here? This is crazy. I knew about his steels, and I think, oh, this is a hollow grind. Are you kidding me? It's a hollow grind. Love the swedge on here, by the way. That's really nice. And nice little edge. Yeah. Oh, there's the number, by the way. 39 of 100. You see that? 39 100 right there. Okay. Okay. Wow, that's fancy. That's absolutely fancy. I'm stunned. I hope I kept everything in camera. I don't really know how to deal with that. But I mean, this is a $1,600 knife. It is William Henry. I know William Henry is not for everybody. Some people would rather get like a Dalibor Burgum or, you know, Brian Nadeau or something like that. But William Henry does make some really beautiful knives. I mean, they really are gorgeous. This is the kind of knife I would expect here in Texas, like an oil tycoon or something would have. You know, he goes out there, goes to the ranch, he's about to maybe cut an orange or something, he pulls out something like this to cut his orange. Or he's on a board meeting and they're making a pitch for an acquisition and he pulls out his knife to cut his sandwich and he pulls this out to cut his sandwich. You know, it makes a statement. You know what I'm saying? That's what I expect this thing to be. So I don't know. I think it's pretty fancy. I love this, by the way, and I really appreciate this little note here. And I'm gonna put this back in here. This is just a really neat little leather sleeve. So we're gonna put this back in here. So there we go. Beautiful, beautiful case, by the way. I love how it locks like that. I think that's really nice. Yeah, very, very cool. Definitely worth checking out. Is it the same thing on both sides? It is the same thing on both sides. Okay. So Blue Ocean. This is Blue Ocean Damascus steel. Damascus steel. It's not Damascus. It's not. This is steel. This is steel. You've got two different. I don't know how he does that. I'm at a loss. If any of you guys know, would you comment down below? I would love to know. That just seems like voodoo magic to me. Hold on. Okay, even the screws are anodized inside. Those are blue. Yeah, these are blue in here. That's interesting. Okay. Love this. I love the lanyard here. The lanyard makes sense without a clip and with a little leather sleeve. This is when I think a leather sleeve is appropriate, right? I don't know if I would ever carry something like this. This is a little too much. I have a hard time handling it because I feel like I'm going to drop it. You definitely want the lanyard there for this to get a better grip. It would make more sense. But anyways, very, very cool. I know some of you guys are looking at this. They're like, that's not for me. I'd rather get a Herman. I'd rather get Brian Nadeau. I'd rather get a Clark Customs. I'd rather get, there's a ton of makers out there. We all have our ones that we love, and I get it. And this may not be the one that you love. And I understand that. That's fair. That's fair. But it's cool to check out. It's cool to see what can be done. I got to tell you, no clue you could do this with scales, with Damascus steel. I had no idea that was possible. I'm curious now. I really want to know how that's done. I really, really want to know how that's done. I'm totally at a loss. So, all right, guys. I hope you enjoyed this little adventure with me, this little experience. Thank you to Penchetta Pen and Knife. I'm going to put their little sticker up here again. My first sticker from them. I'm actually putting this on my wall of stickers, but I only have one, so it won't be part of the giveaway. Let me put it over here. It's reflecting weird. All right. And then here's Penchetta, their information. If you want to check them out, please feel free to call them, check out their website. They have cool, special, fancy knives like this. They also are an exclusive dealer for the seconds of Machine Wise Sonoras and Mojave, so check that out too if you want a good deal. But definitely want to go check them out. That really, really cool stuff here. I thank you, Penchetta, Lance, for letting me check this out. I appreciate you for that. So, wow. No review on this one. This is an experience. I washed my hands. They're completely dry. There's no oils on them when I was handling this because I felt like this is going to be that special. Just so you know, you probably think, why didn't you put white gloves? Because my hands are so dry right now. I washed them. I made sure they were like clean. So if I touched this, I wouldn't leave a single fingerprint or anything. So I was ready. I was ready. But this is nice. This is nice. Thank you. Thank you again. All right. If you haven't already, maybe if you found this content, let me start that over. If you found this content fun, helpful, interesting, or entertaining, would you please consider hitting the like button down below? And if you were to hit that like button, maybe consider hitting the subscribe button. Subscribing and liking the channel, it does really help me out. It allows me to produce more content, do more things, ultimately more things for you guys. So thank you to everyone out there who watches the videos, who enjoys the content, who enjoys everything about the channel, the live streams, everything. Thank you. Sincerely, thank you. If you haven't already, maybe some of you guys you didn't know, there is a link, button down there below you can check, or at least you can make sure you get notified. It's called a notification, so maybe turn that on so you can be notified of future content like this and other videos. And a big shout out to my channel members. I appreciate you guys do two amazing things. You encourage me, and I really, really appreciate that. Thank you. Secondly, because of your generous support, you allow me to do things like check out knives like this. I've got to cover this back. This is going to be, I'm going to be shipping $2,500, $2,800 worth of knives back. That's going to be my most expensive box ever to ship. I'm a bit nervous about that, but there we go. I got to save up for it. That's a lot. So anyways, we're going to ship this back. So you channel members allow me to do that. I couldn't even possibly, this will be like once in a while thing for me to do this because I can't cover the shipping for this regularly. It's a lot. It's a lot. But I appreciate them letting me check it out. This was special. I've seen things and experienced things I didn't know was possible, and wow, that's all I gotta say is wow. All right, so channel members, I appreciate that. As a result of you doing the two things you're doing for me, I want to do two things for you. Brand new channel members, email me with the name and address. I'd love to mail you a channel sticker and a thank you note. Sincerely, brand new channel members, email me your name and address. I'll mail you a channel sticker and a thank you note. Secondly, all channel members, you're now eligible for the members exclusive giveaway. There's a once a month members exclusive giveaway. So we'll have a budget banger giveaway each week. Thank you to you channel members. And then that 1 week in a month, there'll be a double giveaway. There'll be a members exclusive giveaway along with the regular budget banger giveaway. And members, you're eligible for both. Actually, I had one member win both. So that is possible. And I try to make sure it's not a budget banger for you members. It's something a little nicer that hopefully either you would enjoy winning or giving as a gift. So that's what I like to do for you channel members, and it's my small way to say thank you. So if that sounds interesting, you like the idea of the sticker, you like the idea of the note, you like the idea of the giveaway, maybe you like the idea of the special emojis that you get, maybe you like the idea of the 1 year, 2 year anniversary special stuff, the exclusive content, all that stuff. If that sounds cool, there is a link down below in the description. I have 3 different tiers. Would love to have you as a member. Please don't feel obligated, don't feel forced, pressured in any way. just enjoy the channel, enjoy the content. If you do, I'm grateful for that. But if you happen to want to become a member and you choose to do so, thank you. Sincerely, thank you. I'm humbled by that, right? So I appreciate you. All right. Also, for everybody else, thank you. Thank you for watching the video. If you guys haven't already checked me out over on Instagram, please do so at robs_nerdy_knives. Again, that's on Instagram at robs_nerdy_knives. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day and a great week.